So you want to create a growth mindset, but you're not 100% sure where to start. Well, this is a great video for you because today I'm going to be teaching you guys 10 different strategies that you can start implementing today to get you well on your way to a mindset of growth. What's up guys, so excited to be making another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Carl Hinkson and I am the creator of Footy Tutor, which is an online digital education platform for footballers. And in my last video guys, I talked about the difference between having a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. And if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend that you go ahead and check it out, because in this video I'm only going to be talking about how you can develop a growth mindset, and I think it is still really good for you to know the distinction between the two. So I'm going to link to that video in the description guys. Check it out and let me know what you think. Now guys, one thing that I really tried to stress in my last video was the fact that there is no such thing as a 100% growth mindset. Different people are going to see different scenarios in their lives differently. Everyone sees the world through a different lens, and it's all about a journey of growth where you try to just become a better version of yourself every single day. And a similar principle goes for the strategies that I'm going to be talking about in this video. One strategy might work better for you. You might not relate to some other strategies. That's why it's super important guys that you watch all the way through so that you see all of the different strategies and you will know which one is best to apply to your life. And whilst we're on it, I just wanted to say really quickly that the whole reason I created this channel was to basically give more information about how people can use personal development and mental training strategies to improve their games and their lives. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, all you need to do is subscribe for future videos. And I also highly recommend that you go ahead and check out our Instagram, which is a place where I not only post about mental training, but I also post a lot of stuff on how you can improve all aspects of your game. And I also go live on the stories with professional soccer players, and I share with you guys a little bit of the day-to-day of what's going on in my life. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Now the first thing you're going to want to do to get yourself in a mindset of growth is to acknowledge and embrace your imperfections. Now guys, it goes without saying that no one is perfect, but hiding from your weaknesses is the one sure way that you will never be able to get over them. One comparison that I can draw to this is if you have something that's gone wrong with your car. If you have something that's wrong with your car, you're going to take it to the mechanic. He's going to run a bunch of diagnostics. He's going to figure out exactly what's gone wrong, and then he's going to fix it. Now, a lot of the times, guys, a lot of our weaknesses are things that we suppress so much and that comes so intuitively to us that we don't even know that there are weaknesses. So it could be a really good idea to just take a step back, analyze every single thing that you're doing in your life and see whether it's getting you closer to your goal or if it's taking you further away from your goal. And it's not until you fully acknowledge and embrace the things that are stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself that you can go ahead and start tackling them and then move forward with this mindset of growth. Number 2, replace the word failing with the word learning. Whenever you make a mistake or you fall short of a goal, especially when you made that mistake being more aggressive, or you fail to achieve that goal when you were still going 100% all out, you shouldn't just throw your hands in the air and say, oh, I failed, it's all over, there's nothing that I can gain from this experience. No one gets to any place of real success without failing at some point along the way, but the most successful people know how to turn their shortcomings into lessons which they can use to propel them in the future. One thing that I like to tell myself, for instance, is that the only L's that you take are lessons. Anything that you go through in your life is a valuable experience that you can learn to either help someone else or to help you to avoid making the same mistake in the future. Now, the third thing I want to talk about on my list is actually something that I've seen become a very prominent issue in today's society, especially with the rise of things such as social media, and that is seeking people's approval. The third step is to stop seeking people's approval. Whenever you prioritize approval over learning, you sacrifice your own potential for growth. Now guys, one thing I mentioned earlier in the video was that we all see the world differently, but if you choose to seek approval from someone, that means that you're adopting their value system, and that means that you're trying to go off the way that they judge and see the world. Now, if this person that you're seeking their approval is somewhat of a mentor, someone that you hold in very high regard, hopefully for the right reasons, this is not the worst approval to seek in the world. But if you're seeking approval from your peers and you just want their approval because you're afraid of standing out, you're just going to limit yourself, you're going to limit your growth and stop yourself from pushing on to become the best version of yourself. Number 4 on the list is value the process more than the result. Now guys, I truly believe that if you want to be highly successful in life, you're going to have to enjoy your journey, because the journey to becoming a very successful person in anything is long, it's hard, it's tedious, lots of unexpected challenges come up, and if you can't fall in love with the process, you're not going to want to get up every day and go after your goals. You're not going to want to put in extra time when no one is looking. And if you're only doing it for the validation and for the end result, a lot of times, number 1, the end result isn't as sweet as you think it is. and there's always a day after the end result. By valuing the process, you set yourself up to play the long-term game, which is not playing for the end result, it's just playing to earn the right to continue playing. Number 5, cultivate a strong sense of self-purpose. Guys, keeping a bigger picture and a bigger goal in mind and knowing that you are a person who is capable of going ahead and achieving that is one of the key factors in developing a growth mindset. And I mean, it makes sense, right? That no one can see a great future for you if you can't see a great future for yourself. So you need to create a big sense of self-purpose and know that you're capable of achieving whatever it is that you want to, because if you don't believe, unfortunately, no one's gonna believe for you. Number 6 on the list is emphasize growth over speed. Learning something fast is not the same thing as learning something well. And actually, learning something well means to give yourself enough time to make some mistakes. If you're trying to go super fast, especially if you're doing it because you're comparing yourself to one of your peers or someone on social media, it's always good to take a step back and know that you are in a different scenario to them. Maybe they have access to different resources than you do. And also, going fast doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go far. There have been a lot of players that I've played with, for example, who I thought were getting a bunch of opportunities, who were doing a lot of things that I wish that I could do. But when you look at it today, I'm still playing, and unfortunately, they have not been able to continue playing. So go at your own pace, stay in your own lane, and you're gonna pass a lot of people who are going super fast but crashed along the way. Number 7, make sure that you celebrate your growth with others. Now, there's gonna be a good chance that the people around you are going through very similar things to you, if not in the exact same way, actually. And by sharing your growth with others, this helps you to see not only how far you've come, but you also then have people that can hold you accountable to other growth in the future. Number 8 is to start using the word yet. Whenever you find yourself going through struggles and you're falling short of your goals, for instance, instead of looking at it as, oh, I'm so bad at this thing, or I'm never ever gonna be as good as XYZ, you should look at it as, I'm not that good yet. I know that I can improve, but I just need time, I just need space. I'm not as good as I can be. I'm not there yet. Number 9 is take risks in the company of others. If you're a person who always likes to save face and you don't want to put yourself out there because of your fear of failure, what you're actually doing is setting yourself up to fail on a big scale. Failure is something that happens to everyone. And if you allow yourself to fail in the face of others, this allows you to get more comfortable taking risks, and it allows you to take bigger and bigger risks, which can result in much bigger rewards than if you just never actually go after it because of your fear of failure. And number 10, take ownership of your attitude. Once you start to develop a mindset of growth, accept the fact that this is a part of your mentality. Own the fact that this is something that you've worked hard for and that you're now a person who sees yourself as someone with a growth mindset. It's only by truly accepting the fact that you have a growth mindset that you can continue to push yourself outside of your comfort zone without fear of failure, knowing that whatever happens, you're gonna grow in this situation. Now guys, I know that I said that this would be 10 strategies that you can use to help you to start developing a growth mindset, but I actually had an 11th one that came up when I was making the video, and I wanted to drop it right at the end to see who watches all the way to the end. So if you're seeing this, just comment 11 down in the comments so that we can freak everyone else out who didn't see it. But number 11 is to make a new goal for every goal that you've accomplished. Now guys, I'm sorry to let you know, but there's never going to be a time where you're going to become the perfect player. There's never going to come a time in your life where you are 100% the smartest person on earth. You're always going to have to keep on learning. And one way to ensure that you can continue learning, that you can continue to improve, is as soon as you have completed one goal, you create another goal which is slightly more challenging and you know is going to force you to become a new person, a better version of yourself to go ahead and achieve that goal. Growth-minded people will always create new goals in an effort to make sure that they can keep themselves and their minds stimulated. Now guys, that's all I've got for this video. If you enjoyed the video and you've watched it all the way up until this point, I'm gonna ask that you go ahead and leave a like. I need to start asking you guys to leave a like early in the video, because leaving likes, guys, is actually a way that you can help the algorithm to know that this content is good, this content's valuable, and we can help to get this content out to more people who really need it and to people that can use it in their day-to-day lives. Guys, if you have any questions from anything that I said in the video, make sure that you go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. And if you have any recommendations about videos that I should make in the future, I really appreciate hearing from you guys exactly what you have to say. And since I posted my last video on this channel, which was just my second video, we've managed to pass 100 subscribers. So I just want to thank you guys so much for the continued support. I can't wait to see where we can take this whole channel, where we can take this whole journey, and the kind of content that I can come up with to really help you guys and to help this community grow even more. So on that note, guys, thanks so much. See you later.